Browns get a comeback win over the Baltimore Ravens, 33-31. In this one, Dustin Hopkins with a game-winning 40-yard field goal with zeros on the clock. This game, I thought this was Baltimore's game from the beginning, right? It was just like, dang, they're going to do it again. It's like all these teams go into Baltimore that we think are pretty good, and they just get blown out. They get run, and it looked like even late in the game, right? Cleveland had to score the final 16 points after trailing 31-17 in the fourth quarter, but they came back, chipped away, made enough plays, and Baltimore messed up just enough.
Right.
Big win for the Browns.
I mean, Baltimore putting teams away is a little bit of a problem. I mean, it's all three losses this year. I think they had the lead in the fourth quarter or blew a fourth quarter lead. We saw it. It was an issue last year. Remember that? Remember last year they blew a big lead to Buffalo? They blew the big lead to the Miami Dolphins, right? That's kind of been a thing, and it's hard to put your finger on it. I don't think it's the same team as last year or anything like that, so I don't want to draw comparisons. It's just odd that it's that way. Well, like you said, complete domination of the game early on. I mean, to start the game, tip, pass, interception, force a 3-and-out or a punt from Cleveland, and then Keaton Mitchell with the huge run, right? We've been talking about him. So you're just going, wow, they got it, and they've been on fire, like you've said. The Cleveland Browns put a few drives together in the first half, but you felt like, when they got down there, you didn't feel like they could really score a touchdown. You felt like it was such hard work to even get in field goal range, right? And then, to me, the turning point was this a little bit. It's 17-6 Ravens, okay? They're lining up to kick a field goal, and here come the Browns and making plays, okay? And they block the field goal, and they go and get a field goal before the half themselves, and instead of it going halftime 20-6, it ends up being 17-9, and gives them a little life here to make it to a one-score game. So I thought, okay. Now, the next drive, squash that, right? You see, they throw the 40-yard slant to Odell Beckham Jr., and you go, oh, gosh, they're in trouble. But that was about it for the Ravens offense for the rest of the day right there, right?
Yeah, because there was another play that I was like, this is it. It's over. It was the muffed punt in the fourth quarter by Cleveland. Prochet muffs the punt.
Right.
And then Baltimore kind of stalls out. Their offense is not good, but Cleveland just kept defensive holding, and there we go.
It was
7
plays, I think, to get to 12 yards.
And that made it 31-17. I was like, now it's over.
Right. Now it's over, right? And then they make some plays. Watson starts to hit some passes down the field, and Njoku, Elijah Moore, Amari Cooper. Deshaun looked like he came alive and got more and more comfortable as this game went on. That was impressive. But then, 31-24, tip pass, Newsome gets the interception, pick six, and it's like, holy crap, we're, in a 1-point football game because they missed the extra point, and it just, was kind of amazing at that point. Cleveland, I can't say enough about Cleveland. I think I've told you they give me 2015 Broncos vibes on the defensive side of the ball, where they just even if you score and make a few plays on them, they're going to score and make some plays on you too. Just like again today. They let up 31 points, but they blocked a field goal. They had 2 interceptions on Lamar, right? One was a pick six. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? I guess that was it. There was only the 2 turnovers on the day, right? But, they make plays on that side of the ball, and then if their offense could start making plays like we saw today, I know they're going to be able to run the ball. I know that. They got one of the best O-line coaches in football over the last 30 years. They got a really good O-line. Ford is a good running back, as we've seen. Kareem Hunt's a nice backup off of that. They got one of the best screen games in all of football. If they can just get Watson in the pass game going, not even it's not like they got to be the greatest show on turf. Just, top half of the league type of offense, and Watson makes a few plays with his arm and his legs a few times a game, they're going to be extremely tough to beat. Because as the game went on, it felt like Baltimore couldn't move the ball on Cleveland.
Yeah.
It felt like they couldn't block them, and it felt like I was sitting there, it just felt like Cleveland's D-line was in the backfield every play. And it's like once they got a kind of a feel for how they were being attacked, and the Ravens got, some of their game plan plays out of the system and put them on the film and the tablet and all of that, they kind of go, okay, this is what they're doing to us today. And kind of shut them down from that point on.
Yeah.
And that's what's really impressive about them, how they can just put the clamps on you like that.
Browns' offensive run game opened up the pass game fourth quarter. Deshaun Watson was perfect, 7 of 7, 81 yards and a touchdown. On the flip side, Lamar Jackson in the fourth quarter, 1 of 5, 11 yards and threw the interception.
Right.
Eric DePasta is concerned because anytime the Ravens lost this season, they have completely beat themselves. The utilization of Keaton Mitchell today was sad. So he ended up with just 3 carries and 34 yards. Guess he caught 1 pass for 32 yards.
Right.
Explosive guy. Yeah, he's got a pass catch of 32 yards, a run of 39 yards, and that was about it for him.
Feed them the ball more. I mean, I love Gus Edwards. He's a sledgehammer, right? But this is a guy that can go above and beyond a little bit. And like we talked about, I mean, go 60 yards to the house, or, look like he's going to get a 1 yard gain, and he breaks an ankle and cuts back, and all of a sudden he gets a 10-yard gain. I would certainly start to feature him more and more in this offense. But I think the thing that's concerning with the Ravens here, and we saw this a little last year, just the inability to maybe run the ball on Cleveland when they had the lead, to chew up some clock and kind of shorten the game that way. And Cleveland, it looked like kind of called their bluff, loaded the line of scrimmage, and they're tough that way because they got those corners on the outside where they can go and gamble and go, hey, you know what, we'll play one-on-one and put a bunch of guys in the box and blitz and just create chaos and see where it goes. And more times than not, they come out on top in those situations.
They had 31 points. They needed 3 more, but silver lining, it's their 4th straight game with 30 or more points. Just the second time in team history they have done that. So
It's like we said, it's not with offense. It's a little of everything. It's the defense setting them up, the offense being a little opportunistic, right? Special teams here and there. But Kevin Stefanski doing a really good job managing that offense. I'll give him credit there. And, we know, like we said, I think they'll be able to continue to run the ball just on anybody. If they can get Watson to kind of look like he did today, and you could be a little scared of Cooper and Njoku and that crew there, man, Cleveland's got the type of talent that you go, they could beat anybody in football. Yo, what up, homies? Thanks for watching. Remember, subscribe to Chris Simms Unbuttoned. Right now, we got Sunday Pod, right? So you can have it Monday morning. We recap all the action. Wednesday, it's the What the Happened podcast. We're going to get deep in the weeds on the key matchups of the week. And then Thursday, I'm picking games with that jerk Florio. So you know where to find us, homies. Keep watching. Peace out. We'll see you.